Hi, good day. I'm Colleen Ioele-DeCristofaro. I'm your host of American Dream TV. Today I bring you to Canajoharie, New York. We are at the Arkell Museum and Canajoharie Library, nestled on the Mohawk River in the small, quaint village of Canajoharie, New York. I'd like to introduce Sue Friedlander. She is the Executive Director and Head Curator of the Arkell Museum and Canajoharie Library. Sue, thank you so much for having us here today.
Oh, we're so glad to welcome you to our museum and library.
So tell me, how did this all start?
That is a great question, Colleen. Our founder, Bartlett Arkell, was the first president of the Beechnut Packing Company, which is located right across the street and now a little bit further down the street. In 1925, Bartlett Arkell built the first standalone library here in Canajoharie. That original library space is now our reading room. In 1927, he opened this attached art wing where we are now standing. He lent pictures from his own collection to hang in the library and this art wing. He later gifted all of these pictures to the museum and library.
There's a lot of different access here. You're very close to the New York State Thruway.
Absolutely.
We're right on the Mohawk River, Erie Canal.
Yep.
The bike trail is
The
here.
bike trail is great.
Right next to you.
Yeah.
That's
These are all good things to know. We are a bike-friendly business, which means we have a bicycle repair kit. Bicyclists can come in and just enjoy the library and get a cool glass of water, a little bit of relief and respite from the heat and humidity. They can also, admission themselves in and we can enjoy the artwork. We have boaters that come too. It's a little harder now because we've lost the boat docks, but there is a certain amount of traffic on the waterway. And of course, I think we are the easiest on-off site to the New York State Thruway.
So you're a museum and a library.
We are.
How rare is that?
It is pretty rare. I think we're one of the very few combination museum and library organizations in New York State. We are one legal operation, one legal entity. We very much function as a team. We have some events that might feel like they're leaning a bit more museum, some events that are leaning a bit more library, but it's all for one and one for all.
That was a great time at the museum and library. Now let's take a quick trip down to the Fort Plain Museum. I'm here today with Norm Bolin, Chairman of the Board for the Fort Plain Museum and Historical Park. Norm, thanks for having us here today.
It's certainly our pleasure. We're always happy to show our place off.
Can you just give me a quick overview of what this museum is all about?
Well, the museum originally started back in 1961, and it was about Revolutionary War Fort Plain, which was on the hilltop behind us, behind the museum here. Over the years, they did do other things at the museum, but we've kind of got our focus back on that war for American independence and the 18th century in general, what life was like here in the Mohawk Valley during that period. And that's what you'll see here with exhibits.
Do you offer special events here, things besides just touring the museum?
Oh yes, our first big event is May 4th this year, but we have other events going on. There was the big August 2nd raid, which is what this painting behind us kind of depicts here, that was done by Richard Gibney in the 1950s, depicted the raid on Fort Plain that took place. So we'll do something with the celebration with the August 2nd event.
I really appreciate you having us here today, and I was hoping maybe that you could give me a tour of the museum.
Absolutely, love to.
After stopping at the Arkell Museum and the Fort Plain Museum, stopping in at the Erie Station Pub and Grill is a great way to end your day. Thank you for joining us for another episode of American Dream TV. Until next time, cheers!